Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. Alright folks, you know how exciting and unpredictable the NFL can be, especially when it comes to a team with such a rich history like the New York Giants. Today we're diving deep into some of the latest developments that have everyone talking, rumors, trades, and strategic moves that could reshape the landscape of the NFC East and more specifically the Giants' future prospects. If you've been paying attention, you know that the Giants have been quietly building something special, but the recent buzz indicates that big changes are on the horizon and it's not just speculation anymore. The NFL offseason is always a roller coaster, and this year is no different. From intriguing trade rumors to roster adjustments, the Giants are making their presence felt even before the new season kicks off. Let's start with some background for those who might be a little behind on the latest updates. The Giants historically have been a team that surprises and defies expectations, especially when it comes to their roster moves. Over the past few seasons, they've been rebuilding, focusing on youth, strategic signings, and bolstering their defense and offense alike. But now with the 2025 season approaching, the team appears to be preparing for something bigger. The rumors circulating around the league hint at significant moves, and one of the most talked about names in these whispers is a player that could revolutionize their offense or defense depending on where he lands. You've probably heard about the speculation surrounding a potential trade involving a high-profile player, maybe a star receiver or an elite linebacker, which could change the entire dynamic of the Giants lineup. Sporting analysts are watching this very closely because it's not just about filling a roster spot, it's about strategic positioning for a playoff push, possibly even a Super Bowl run. The Giants have been known for their resilience and ability to draft well, but this offseason they seem to be going all in, aiming to accelerate their trajectory. The front office has been active, and sources indicate they're in discussions with multiple teams about potential trades that could bring a game-changing talent to East Rutherford. Now let's talk about the draft prospects and the upcoming free agency period. The Giants have a few key gaps to fill, especially on the offensive line and the secondary. Their draft strategy has been interesting. They've been targeting versatile players who can contribute immediately, but they're also keeping an eye on seasoned veterans who can provide leadership and stability. The team's scouting reports suggest they're considering some bold moves to acquire veteran players who could mentor the younger talent, creating a balanced mix of experience and youth. This approach is crucial because, in today's NFL, having a solid, adaptable roster can make or break your season. And with the NFC East looking more competitive than ever, teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Redskins are all making significant upgrades. The Giants need to be strategic and aggressive. But it's not just about individual trades or draft picks, it's about the bigger picture. The Giants' coaching staff, led by head coach Brian Daboll, has been emphasizing a culture of resilience and adaptability. Daboll's system has shown flashes of brilliance, especially in the last season with the team's impressive comeback wins and disciplined play. If they manage to bring in the right pieces this offseason, the Giants could be on the verge of a major breakthrough, potentially returning to the playoffs after a few lean years. Remember the Giants' most iconic moments in recent history, like Super Bowl victories in 2007 and 2011, came after periods of rebuilding and strategic retooling. The current team, with its mix of veterans and young talent, is setting the stage for something special. Now, looking at some individual players, we can't ignore the performances from last season. Daniel Jones has been progressing steadily, showing that he can be the franchise quarterback the Giants have been searching for. His development has been key to their offensive success, and with the addition of new weapons or a stronger offensive line, he could elevate his game even further. Saquon Barkley, returning from injury, remains one of the most explosive running backs in the league, and his health and performance will be critical for the Giants' offensive scheme. On defense, players like Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeaux have been emerging as cornerstones, and the front office might look to bolster this unit further, especially considering the league's shifting offensive strategies. On the defensive side, the Giants have been focusing on creating pressure and forcing turnovers, which is their hallmark. Defensive coordinator Wink Martindale has been doing a fantastic job designing schemes that maximize their pass rush and secondary play. If they can add a veteran cornerback or even a disruptive linebacker via trade or free agency, that could make a substantial difference in their overall defensive performance. The NFC East's offensive juggernauts, Philadelphia's explosive offense or Dallas's potent passing game, mean that the Giants must be at their best defensively if they want to compete and dominate. The fanbase has been buzzing about the upcoming season with high hopes and cautious optimism. The team's recent performances have been promising, especially in close games where their resilience shone through. The coaching staff's emphasis on mental toughness and strategic discipline has paid off, and many believe that with the right additions, this team could be a dark horse contender. The NFL is all about momentum, and if the Giants can capitalize on their offseason moves, they might just surprise everyone by making a deep playoff run or even aiming for that elusive Super Bowl appearance. Looking ahead, the NFL schedule release is just around the corner, and it will give fans a clearer idea of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Facing divisional rivals early on could set the tone for the season, especially if they can secure wins against teams like the Eagles or Cowboys. Those early victories could build confidence and momentum, which are essential ingredients for a successful campaign. Plus, with the league's competitive balance shifting, every game counts more than ever. The Giants will need to be ready, adaptable, and aggressive from week 1 onwards. As we analyze all this, it's clear that the Giants are not just trying to rebuild, they're trying to reestablish themselves as a dominant force in the NFC and beyond. Their front office's moves, the coaching staff's strategies, and the players' performances will all be under the spotlight this season. Fans should stay tuned because the coming months promise plenty of drama, surprises, and perhaps some historic moments. Remember, the NFL is a league of relentless competition and incredible comebacks, and the Giants are no exception. They've got the talent, the drive, and the passion to make a statement, so keep your eyes peeled because this story is far from over. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now diving a little deeper into what this all means for the Giants fans. The optimism is justified because the team has been laying a solid foundation. Their recent draft choices and strategic signings indicate that they're building for the future while still trying to compete in the present. The NFL is a league where timing and chemistry matter immensely, and the Giants seem to be aligning their pieces at just the right moment. If the rumors about a blockbuster trade come true, say acquiring a proven superstar or a versatile playmaker, that could be the final piece of the puzzle. Imagine a scenario where the Giants' offense gets a boost from a new wide receiver, someone with the ability to stretch the field and create mismatches. Or perhaps an upgrade on the defensive line that can consistently pressure the quarterback, disrupting the offensive rhythm of divisional rivals. And let's not forget about the impact of coaching. Brian Daboll has proven that he can turn around a team's fortunes with his innovative strategies and focus on mental toughness. The players are responding well to his leadership, and the new additions to his coaching staff could bring even more creativity and discipline. This combination of talent, coaching, and strategic planning could propel the Giants into a new era of success. The NFC East, historically one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, is now looking more balanced and unpredictable. The Eagles may have been dominant last year, but they're not invincible. The Cowboys are always dangerous, especially with their potent defense, and the Redskins, well, the Commanders are quietly rebuilding, aiming to surprise everyone. For the fans, it's a time of high anticipation. Watching the Giants grow, seeing the new signings and draft picks develop, and imagining what could be if everything clicks together, these are the moments that make NFL fandom so special. Every game, every play, every strategic move is part of a larger story that is still unfolding. And the best part, we are all part of this journey. Whether you've been a fan since the 80s or just started following the team recently, there's a shared excitement about what's coming next. Looking at the historical context, the Giants have faced ups and downs, but their resilience and ability to come back stronger is part of what makes their story so compelling. The Super Bowl victories, the legendary players like Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms, and Eli Manning, these moments are etched into NFL history, and they remind us of the potential greatness that the Giants can reach again. The current roster with young stars and seasoned veterans has the ingredients to write a new chapter in that storied legacy. The key will be how well they execute in the coming months, how they adapt to injuries, and how they capitalize on their opportunities. And of course, the offseason drama adds a layer of excitement. Trades, rumors, and insider reports keep fans on the edge of their seats. Every time a new rumor surfaces, be it about a player signing, a coaching change, or draft projections, it feeds the fire of anticipation. The NFL offseason is almost like a chess match, with teams trying to outsmart each other and position themselves for success. The Giants are playing that game strategically, and it's clear they're aiming high. So what can fans expect? Well, if recent history is any guide, the Giants will continue to be competitive, gritty, and unpredictable. They will fight hard every game, embodying the never-say-die attitude that has defined their franchise for decades. And with the right moves in the next few months, they could very well be contenders once again. The NFC East is shaping up to be a battle royale, and the Giants want to make sure they're at the top of that fight. Finally, as we wrap up this deep dive into the latest Giants news, remember that this is just the beginning. The offseason is filled with potential, and every day brings new opportunities and challenges. Fans should stay engaged, stay vocal, and keep supporting their team because the best is yet to come. The Giants have shown resilience before, and I truly believe they're on the cusp of something special. Whether it's a playoff run, a division title, or a Super Bowl appearance, the journey is just getting started. So keep your passion alive because the NFL season is coming and the Giants are ready to make their mark. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.